In August of last year, President Marcos said that the war over Taiwan will drag the Philippines kicking and screaming into the conflict. And he has a point. Because the Philippines gives the US so much logistical support in the form of the Enhanced Defensive Cooperative Agreement, under international law or the Hague Convention of 1907, China can consider the Philippines a co-belligerent, i.e. an ally of the United States and therefore a valid military target. Of course, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's likely that China will want to escalate the conflict by directly attacking the Philippines, but it is possible in a prolonged war. The bigger threat is in fact trade and tourism disruption. Like what's happening to the Strait of Hormuz in Iran right now. If regional stability degrades, then people stop investing in the Philippines. In the long term, if the war lasts 3 to 6 years, over 60% of foreign investment could pull out from the Philippines, and we could lose up to 50% of our tourism. By the way, tourism contributes to 8.9% of our GDP, or 2.35 trillion pesos. Most of that goes away if a war starts in Taiwan. Of course, that means higher cost of imported goods and less livelihood for people on the ground. Which of course, as you might know, will lead to inflation, so even higher costs. Yay. With the current tension surrounding Taiwan right now, it isn't really a question of if but rather when, and specifically how long the war will take. Because if the war only lasts 3 to 6 months, we might only see temporary disruptions in trade and temporary disruptions to the GDP. But if it lasts long enough, then other countries will form alternative trade routes around the Philippines that no longer require us in the system. And that means our position as a strategic port of trade will be permanently damaged, which would permanently cripple our GDP.